The Dodgers finish an up and down road trip and get ready for a rivalry charged homestand. We've got recaps, trade rumors, injury updates, and a look ahead. Welcome to the Dodgers Diner Weekly Wrap. Let's break down the week. Hey everybody, I'm Rob from the Dodgers Diner. The Dodgers just wrapped a 6-game road swing, dropping the series in St. Louis, but salvaging the series in San Diego, finishing the trip 3-3. Still in first place at 41-28, although the Giants are now 1 game back and the Padres 2. Friday night in St. Louis opened the week on a sour note. Sonny Gray ran a clinic for 7 scoreless, and Pedro Pages sent an early 2-run homer bouncing into the left field bullpen. The Dodgers actually put 2 on with nobody out in the third. Shohei and Mookie each singled, but they stranded both and eventually left 11 men on base, stumbling to a 1-for-13 showing with runners in scoring position. That resulted in a 5-0 shutout. Friday's rematch felt about the same. Yoshi finished with ace stuff, 6 shutout frames, 9 punch-outs, no runs, and still ended up with a no decision because the lineup went 0-for-12 with men in scoring position. The dagger came in the 9th when Nolan Arenado, summoned as a pinch hitter, rifled a double off the right center wall to walk the Cardinals off 2-1. Saturday finally brought some relief. Clayton Kershaw looked more like the version that fans had grown up trusting, tossing 5 one-run innings for his first victory of 2025. LA put up a 3 spot in the second, capped by Hae-Sung Kim's 2-run triple and a Tommy Edman RBI single. They kept tacking on and won 7-3. LA crossed time zones and moods in San Diego on Monday, where an 8-7 thriller swung back and forth until extra innings. Will Smith's 2-run homer gave the Dodgers a brief early cushion, but it took Andy Pages ripping a leadoff double in the 10th and Edman singling him home to lock down the opener. Tuesday delivered the low point of the week, in my opinion. Dylan Cease chewed up the Dodgers for 7 strong. Manny Machado drove in 5, and by the 6th inning, the Padres led 9-0. It was bad enough that Dave Roberts asked Kike to pitch in the 6th inning, and we'll talk about that in a second. That was the earliest a position player has ever toed the rubber in Dodgers history. San Diego coasted to an 11-1 win, while every Dodger fan argued whether the decision was smart strategy or public surrender, and every Padres fan had their own opinion as well. The trip ended on a far better note on Wednesday. Ben Kasperius, promoted for a spot start, and coming soon to a rotation near you, gave the club 4 calm innings, and Teo hammered a 3-run shot in the 6th, finally breaking out of a slump for 3 weeks. Put the Dodgers in front for good. Alex Vesia punched out the side in the 9th inning, and the Dodgers won 5-2 to secure the series and head back home for a 7-game homestand. During the 2 losses in St. Louis, the Dodgers went a combined 1-for-25 with runners in scoring position and scored only 1 run. The lineup showed more production in San Diego, highlighted by Smith's 2-run homer and Teo's 3-run shot. On the pitching side, Kershaw recorded his first victory of 2025, and Yamamoto posted 6 scoreless innings, although he didn't get a decision. Ben Kasperius made an effective emergency appearance, and I've got to be honest with you, I'm glad to see him in the rotation, and I hope he continues to have success. I really like this kid, and I think he might be pretty valuable to us. Conversely, the bullpen workload remained heavy, and the staff allowed 11 runs on June 10th, although that was Matt Sauer and a Kike combined appearance. And about that appearance, Hernandez entered to pitch the 6th inning during that June 10th loss, with the Dodgers trailing 9-0. According to Dave Roberts, the decision aimed to protect a bullpen that had worked extensively the previous night and had been affected by recent injuries. In addition to that, he also was trying to secure the series win. If you remember in the playoffs last year, Roberts did a similar thing, and it worked out in a similar fashion. Um, Dave Roberts, if you have been watching Dodger baseball for a while, thinks long term on a lot of things. That's, I think, his ultimate genius. And in this case, although the optics aren't the greatest in the world, it is a strategy. And given all the injuries that the Dodgers have had, you have to resort to some ingenuity. And I think Robert showed some creativity with that. And it worked out in the Dodgers' favor as they took the series. A lot of Padres fans barking about, you know, it was pathetic or whatever. You know, the Padres should. I mean, I know personally, if the Dodgers were up 11-1 and the other team was bringing in a position player, I'd be having fun with the game. I'd be like, "Wow, we're really beating them." They're throwing in the towel instead of complaining that we're hurting the game of baseball by bringing in a position player to save our bullpen. So I really don't know what the argument is there, but anyway, Dodgers were able to flush it, move on, and take the series, and that's all that matters. All right, now let's get on to some injury updates and some trade rumors. Tony Gonsolin is on the injured list with right elbow discomfort after his June 4th start. No timetable that I know of has been set yet for his return. Freddie Freeman is dealing with a minor quad issue. He continues recovering, but he's listed as day to day, although you can see it noticeably as he plays the games. But you know as well as I do, it's hard to take him out of the lineup. Having said that, I think it would be wise over the next couple of weeks for Roberts to sit him a game or two here and there and try to nurse him back to 100%. He's been struggling a lot with his health this year, but amazingly so. And credit to him, he's put up, incredible numbers this year. So he's a rock as always. Bruce Dog Gratterall, Blake Trinan, Blake Snell, Luis Garcia, and Evan Phillips currently remain sidelined, although obviously Evan Phillips is not coming back this year. Blake Snell is getting close to possibly returning over the next few weeks. Same for Tyler Glasnow, although there's not been a whole lot of confirmation as far as a date or whatever. And we're still waiting to see if Blake Snell has any kind of setbacks as he just now starts ramping up with bullpen sessions. So I'll keep you posted on any of that as soon as I know. With the bullpen innings piling up, the Dodgers are evaluating relief pitching options in the trade market. They recently acquired former All-Star closer Alexis Diaz. Reports have also linked the Dodgers to Orioles reliever Felix Bautista, though Baltimore's asking price includes top prospects. I'm not sure that Friedman wants to go high this trade season. He made no bones about the fact that that's the reason that they signed the pitching they did in the offseason was that he didn't want to get to the All-Star break or the trade deadline, rather, and have to spend a bunch of prospects to get one or two arms or one or two players to get us over the hump. So we'll have to see how that all fleshes out. Another name linked to the Dodgers is Jarren Duran. Michael Conforto just can't get out of his own way. I mean, he has a week or so where he seems to be putting it all together, and then he slides back down again. He's hitting 175 at the time of this taping, and he had a couple of big hits on this road trip, but whether or not that's enough for a championship caliber team remains to be seen. We really need him to round into form, and his time is getting short, I believe. Whether the Dodgers make a big splash, however, is yet to be seen. Jarren Duran would be a pretty good fit for the Dodgers, but I believe Boston, still would consider themselves in the race as we get closer to the trade deadline. We'll have to see what happens over the next few weeks. But if they weren't, I think their price is going to be way too high than the Dodgers will or should pay. So let me know in the comments what you think our options are, and I'll keep scouring the news cycle every day to see if there's any fresh rumors of any other guys that are coming around that might be a better fit for a lower cost. We really need production, more production out of the left field side. Um, However, I do not want to see us give up the farm for a rental. 7 games at Dodger Stadium now loom, starting with 3 against the Giants. Friday night pits Logan Webb's bowling ball sinker against Yoshi's darting splitter in what could be a playoff caliber duel. Saturday brings rookie Landon Roop versus Clayton, and Sunday wraps with lefty Kyle Harrison squaring off against Dustin May. Beating Webb in the opener would tilt the pressure squarely onto San Francisco, but the larger mission is simple: score early, handily to the bullpen, and keep the starters' workloads reasonable while the staff heals. After that, San Diego returns on Monday for 4 more. Dylan Cease, who embarrassed the Dodgers for 11 strikeouts last week, is penciled in for Game 1. After that, both clubs will probably juggle rotations, but LA expects to send some combination of Casperius, Yamamoto, Kershaw, and May out there. The objectives here are clear: suppress the Padres' big inning capability, contain Machado and Arias, and avoid overtaxing a bullpen that has already logged far too many high-stress innings. Take 2 or 3 from the Giants and split, or better yet, win the Padres set, and the Dodgers could create a bit of breathing room before July. Anything less, and the NL West continues to be a 3-team pileup. The week ahead won't decide the season, yet it will tell us plenty about where the Dodgers are currently at. 7 games at Dodger Stadium now loom, starting with 3 against the Giants. Friday night pits Logan Webb's bowling ball sinker against Yoshi's darting splitter in what could be a playoff caliber duel. Saturday brings rookie Landon Roop versus Clayton, and Sunday wraps with lefty Kyle Harrison squaring off against Dustin May. Beating Webb in the opener would tilt the pressure squarely onto San Francisco, but the larger mission is simple: score early, handily to the bullpen, and keep the starters' workloads reasonable while the staff heals. After that, San Diego returns on Monday for 4 more. Dylan Cease, who embarrassed the Dodgers for 11 strikeouts last week, is penciled in for Game 1. After that, both clubs will probably juggle rotations, but LA expects to send some combination of Casperius, Yamamoto, Kershaw, and May out there. The objectives here are clear: suppress the Padres' big inning capability, contain Machado and Arias, and avoid overtaxing a bullpen that has already logged far too many high-stress innings. Take 2 or 3 from the Giants and split, or better yet, win the Padres set, and the Dodgers could create a bit of breathing room before July. Anything less, and the NL West continues to be a 3-team pileup. The week ahead won't decide the season, yet it will tell us plenty about where the Dodgers are currently at. Hey, if you like our content, please like, subscribe, and comment below what you think the Dodgers' current needs are and where we're at in the season. For now, first place belongs to LA. Keeping a hold of that will require sharp bats, sturdy arms, and maybe, just maybe, no Kike curveballs in the 6th inning. Till next time, Dodger fans, thanks for showing up at the Dodger Diner tonight.